Oddly enough, this is take 2 with the same video. Don't know how to tell y'all this, so I'm just going to tell y'all. This very well may be the last video that I make driving inside this 2004 GMC Envoy. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to go take a look at something. And if I can get the deal that I want on it, I will be driving a brand new truck out of there. And when I say brand new, I don't mean brand new to me. I mean it's a 2018 leftover, because they have the 2019 models out now. And this one is a 2018 Silverado. It is 4 full-size doors, which means the back of the pickup truck, the cab, actually has more space in it than my GMC Envoy does. It's a much bigger vehicle, but yet the fuel economy is rated at a lot more than this is. I think from the factory this was rated 16 to 18, and on the highway and like 14 city. I usually average right around 14 combined, because what I do a lot of combined driving. I do a lot of city and highway, so I don't really check one or the other. I just check, you know, what the roundabout is. And so the crap, my brain just stopped on me. That one's rated at like 20, I think it's like 24 to 26 to the gallon highway out of a big full-size truck. What I'm going to do is, since I'm not going to, I'm right now, the Delaware Memorial Bridge has 2 lanes closed, which is causing major backups. So what I'm going to do right now is, since I'm still in Delaware, and you know the bridge is just the bridge N95 is just a parking lot, I'm going to go hang out in Home Depot, and also take a look at, there was another truck I looked at. It was a used one. I really don't think it's worth going by and taking a look to see if it's still there, Price Toyota. Because here's the deal. The 2018 Silverado that I'm looking at 6 months ago was a $48,000 truck, but it's cut down to $34,000 right now. What I'm going to try to do is tell them, all right, I'll give you the $34,000, but I want a lock and bed cover, or at least one that cannot be opened with the tailgate open. I want a bed liner. I don't really care what kind of liner it is, whether it's a drop-in or a spray-on, but more likely it's going to be a drop-in, which is fine. And I want side steps, because there's times my mother will go with me and somewhere, and it would definitely be helpful to have, for her to have side steps. So now, oh, my brain just, but yeah, so I wasn't really planning on doing this, but the truck caught my eye when I took this Envoy to the dealership to get a detailing done. And because while it was being detailed, my wife was coming by to pick me up, and we were gonna, just do a family day out with Luke. And while waiting on her, I was looking around the crap, man, it's been a long day. But I was looking around the lot, and this one really caught my eye. It's really, really nice, dark blue. What I'll try to do is I'll go on and I'll just insert a couple pictures of it in this video, which means I can't just upload it straight from my phone, but that's fine. And I was looking at it, and I'm like, it's really nice, but nah, you know, it's alright. And then the transmission started giving me issues on this. When we were going out to Michigan, going through the PA mountains, the transmission started giving me a lot of issues, and I kind of ignored it for a little bit because I didn't want to worry everybody in the car, but I knew the transmission was not doing good. And my wife's told me like 3 or 4 times, I know something's bothering you. Why don't you tell me what's bothering you? I just kept going, I'm just stressed. It's a lot of driving, and Luke's being fussy, and this, that, and the third. So we finally get home, and I gave her the rundown of what was going on, what I noticed, what by the way, I'm driving past an accident here, and people are not. So I told her what was going on. I told her, look, this is what was bothering me, and she actually thanked me for not saying anything during the trip, because she said she would have definitely been worrying. And you know, when she came to pick me up while they were doing the detail, and I showed her that truck, I'm like, hey, you know, and she's like, that is nice, you know. So she started doing some number crunching, and it'd be about $3,000 to put a transmission in this. And I would rate this to be on the line of fair and good condition. So the vehicle is worth between $2,800 and $3,300 at the most. So we're doing the number crunching. She looks at our budget and says, well, why don't we just go ahead and get the new truck, and you don't have to worry about the Envoy. I'm like, I'm really gonna miss the Envoy. I gotta be honest, there's a lot of things, like, to me, where the radio's located is absolutely perfect. Like on the other one, it's like all the way up here. I mean, it's not that I can't reach it, it's just, it seems like it's out of the way. It's got this big 8-inch touch screen in it that I don't know that I like. It'll be a lot more money if I want to upgrade the sound system, because it's just a lot of work and a lot of harnesses and control boxes you have to wire together. But you know, and you know, I've recently put a decent amount of money into this car. It's like, I do like it, but it's getting old. It's 16 years old. It's got 172,103 miles on it. But at the same token, this SOB I got gas in, we ended up going down through Maryland and up around on the way there. I got gas before we got on the PA Turnpike, and I think we stopped for gas at Somerset, which is like, no, actually no, because we got on right before Somerset. So the next time we got gas was in Ohio, like a few miles after the Ohio line, and it only used 8 point something gallons. It actually achieved 25.6 something miles per gallon, and I'm like, wow. Thanks, bro. But the transmission was also slipping too while it was doing it. And so, I mean, you know, at 80 miles an hour on the PA Turnpike, you can go, you know, take both hands off the wheel, and this thing just drives straight as an arrow. So, you know, I'm okay with that. You know, I mean, thing drives right, rides decent, the seats are comfortable, but I think it's time to move on. But I told my wife, and I continue to say this, I will put the money in this before I make a car payment on something I don't like. So if they can't give me a deal I want on that Silverado, then I'm putting the money in this. However, I did take it to Deltrans. The guy test drove it, and with me in the car, he goes, like, we weren't even around the block, and he said, it's a shift solenoid. So I asked him how much to do it, and there's actually 4 solenoids in there. So I asked him, I said, hey, while you're in there, how much, just go ahead and do all 4 solenoids. So he goes, he just does some numbers. He goes, it'd be like $204. He goes, I'll just make it $200. I said, well, let's just go ahead and do that then. He said that's including fluid and all that, so, and a new gasket. So the shift solenoids were done, and the thing, it shifts right now. So the shift solenoid was bad. That's really all it was. But you know, on a 4L60E in a GMC Envoy or Trailblazer, 172,000 miles is a lot. So I'm thinking, go ahead, let me, if I can't, I've actually had a for sale sign on it for a couple days. I've got a couple bites, but I'm not really like actively trying to sell it. So I want to see what they're going to offer me at New Car. If they don't offer me what I would like for it, I'll go ahead and trade and just sell it outright. So I should be able to have this thing going pretty quickly. And so with that said, you know, but I kind of want to pull my radio out of it. What I'll ask them is, I'll be like, look, we both know this thing's going to go to the auction. It's not going to go on the lot. Let me take my radio. So, but I'll be sad to see this go, you know. But I think it's going to be for the best. Like, so. Anyway, I'm done rambling. So I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, I planned on doing this video a little bit differently. I shot what you just watched yesterday, I believe. Oh my god, that is a pregnancy test on the ground here. Was she pregnant or no? Green line, not pregnant. Okay. But anyway, so I'm next to a defunct pet store. And you probably just saw a little glimpse in the corner of your screen. This is my new truck. This was sold to me as a brand new truck, and it is. It's a 2018 leftover. And if you notice, it's got the massive 4 doors. Let me show you something here. Look at all that room in the back here. It's got massive amounts of leg room. Still got some crap from the Envoy in here. The Envoy is gone. It was sad to see it go, but it had to go. They gave me a decent trade-in on it. A few things I'm not sure I like. I don't know if I like these steps. They're really not that slippery though. I thought they'd be slipperier than that. It has a trailer hitch, which is important. It has a 7-pin RV and the 4-pin like normal. Behind here, there's a little cover that you use your key, pop that out, and you can get your spare tire down. Tailgate, because it's 2018, it has a backup camera. It has the soft open. So actually, I didn't realize that until just now. And so it's not going to just slam on you. It has bed rail caps on it, but it doesn't have a bed liner. And I'm going to explain those scratches in a second. But and there's somebody in a Prius over there that's look. I'm not sure if I'm going to get ran out of here. I don't like the fact that it's a capless fuel system. So I'll take you inside for a second. So you'll notice it's a 2018 and it has 3,113 miles, and I've actually been averaging about 18.1 miles to the gallon. Excuse me, I might edit that. I actually had to it's an 11 of 17 is actually when it was. That was the second time I had to pause the camera for a sneezing fit. So here's the story behind this truck. It was a lot of dealers, this was called a demo truck. Oh wow, it's telling me the hood's open. Which means one of the managers drove it for a while. And so that's why it has the miles it has on it. And that's why it has the scratches in it. This is a 5.3 liter V8. As you can tell, it's very quiet. While you're going down the road, it's very quiet too. All this crap's on top of the battery. So there's a jump point there. One thing that's going to take some getting used to is the Envoy took 7 quarts of oil. This takes 8. And with it being Dexo's 0W20 right there, that means you have to have full synthetic. And which I'm okay with. I run full synthetic anyway, so I gotta have another quart of oil that I previously did and stuff like that. But the interior is pretty nice. It's a dark, it's like a black cloth. I think they call it jet black. Has the 8-inch sound, or 8-inch, oh man, these are slippery. 8-inch screen with, it has Android Auto, but I can't have it plugged in and play Bluetooth at the same time, which is kind of annoying. Sound system overall is pretty decent. Are you really not going to play? Alright, let me find out what's going on here.
The family lost the house, it was a struggle for the bills. I was hungry to survive. If it came down to it, I was checking your ride. And I still do the dirty work if it means staying alive. Cause for bad and for worse, I'm the one who provides. I don't talk, I don't tell, I don't snitch.
No matter what I play, somebody's going to complain about the music. Get over it. Interior is pretty comfortable, and like I said, with this seat set for me driving, the back passengers have a lot of leg room. This is not going to be a full review, but you know, I've got the two USBs and a 2 USBs, an aux jack, and a 12 volt there. I have a 12 volt here. Further down I have a a 110 volt, and whatever that is. I haven't. Yeah, I keep forgetting to take the key and open that. I've got one there. These seats are pretty nice, and overall it's pretty decent. This has the tweeters in the dash and mid-range in the door. I guess the back is just, yeah, whatever. This color is called Deep Ocean Blue, and I really like this color. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling for now, and thank you for watching. Have a blessed day, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.